What's up, everyone? So today we're installing a airlift suspension. It's the Airlift 1000 suspension for the FJ80, and I'm not looking for extra lift. I'm looking for a little bit more support when it's loaded down so that I don't have it sagging in the back. Also, if I have more weight on one side than the other, I can adjust each side individually to level out the load. So not trying to lift the truck up, I'm just trying to give it a little bit more support in the back, and should be a fairly easy install if I have the right tools. Let's see how it goes. I need to disconnect the lower shock bolts and the sway bar. That way, when I lift the vehicle, it allows the suspension to droop and I'll be able to remove the rear springs. Okay, now that I have the shocks disconnected, the lower bolts, and the sway bar disconnected, I'm going to jack up the vehicle, and then I'm going to put jack stands under it, and then I'm going to lower the jack once it's supported by the jack stands, and I'm going to see what needs to be disconnected, like the e-brake and the brake lines, because when that suspension droops, they'll probably get stretched out, and then I'll just disconnect the mounting brackets and let them fall. When you're doing this stuff, don't mess around with the kiddie equipment. Get rated jack stands and heavy duty jacks, because otherwise you're just kind of wasting your time and it's dangerous. All right, let's get this thing up in the air. You have to remove the original bump stops. So I have a lifted application. I have a 2-inch lift, and so along with my lift kit, along with my airbag suspension, I had to get 2 spacers, 2 for each tire. They're 1-inch spacers to compensate for the lift. They bolt on to the mount, and then they click together and they provide additional space for your lift. You'll need to get those if you have a lifted application. Getting this wrapped up in the evening. Finally got the airbag installation done, and I was going to try and do it by just stuffing the bags in through the springs like I've seen that done before. And at the end of the day, you know, I started that process and I thought, why? I can just jack the truck up a little bit more, pull the springs out, and it turned out to be much easier to do it that way, and also to resize some of those holes that you saw and do everything correctly. You have to remove the springs. So that's the way I opted to do it. I aired the system up. It seems to be holding pressure, and now I just need to take it for a spin and see how it performs. All right. Hey, you guys, here's a little bit of follow-up. I know you want to know how the airbag installation performed. Well, we just traveled all the way to the tip of Baja and back to Cabo San Lucas. It was about 3,000 miles there and back. We used to hit on the bump stops all the time. This upgrade absolutely eliminated that problem. You can spend a lot on a heavy-duty suspension, but if you've already got a decent suspension, you just need a little bit of help. I highly recommend this installation. $250 all in, and it made a world of difference. No more cringing going over the bumps. All right. Can't wait to see you in the next video.